two things you need for a road trip is a good attitude and a sound roadworthy vehicle, correct?
Absolutely. Good morning. That is absolutely crucial. But to start off, every driver should do a pre-trip inspection. The vehicle's tires should be in a good condition, the outside mirrors, the headlights, the taillights, indicators, windscreen wipers, all of that should be in a good working condition. Then the vehicle's braking systems must be absolutely perfect. The foot brake, the hand brake, steering mechanism, all the switches in the vehicle should work, and the vehicle should be in a good roadworthy condition before going onto the road. Right. Then, when driving, drivers should also be conscious of the rules of the road and stick to the speed limit, because when we have serious and fatal accidents, speed is a huge contributory factor, and reckless driving. Yeah. Overtaking when it's not safe, particularly on roads where there's a solid white line or where the view ahead is not clear or where there's a curve in the road.
So you saying, with regard to the checking of the vehicle, do you suggest that people do it themselves or take it to a specific place?
They can take it to professionals for a good check, and then also it can be done themselves. What is important is that it must be done, and that the vehicle must be in a good roadworthy condition before going on to a long trip, and the tires must be in a very good condition.
Well, talk to us about some of the challenges normally experienced by traffic authorities during this time of year.
Yes, what we find is that we get drivers who are too hasty. They're in too much of a hurry to reach their destination and then take chances. They overtake when it is not safe to do so, and that's when we have the head-on collisions. So we really want drivers to plan their trip properly, have enough time to be able to stop at least every 2 hours. Stop at a filling station on all of the national routes have got good facilities. Stop, stretch leg, and if possible have something, a soft drink or a tea or coffee, just to freshen up before going on to the road again. And very important, to bear in mind that we have to share the road. Yeah. We have to share the road with other road users and be courteous. Not and have respect, basic respect for other drivers. When changing lanes or wanting to turn, indicate in good time, and also when entering an intersection, making sure that it is safe before doing so, and also obeying the other road traffic signs such as red lights and driving within the speed limit. Then, and also very importantly, buckling up. Yeah. It's important that all the occupants of the vehicle wear a safety belt, including babies. If a child is below the age of 3, it is a requirement that the child should be in a child seat or child restraint.
When I've been with the SABC now for about 16 years, and I promise you, almost every year we've been talking about the same issue on air. You know, the basics. Why are we getting the basics wrong in terms of not obeying, you know, the rules of the road? Law enforcement agencies are no doubt on high alert during this time. But are you guys doing anything different this year?
Yes, I think what we're doing is definitely intensifying the operations jointly. So all the law enforcement agencies are working together. Yesterday, the Minister of Transport launched the national campaign in Harry Smith, and there were law enforcement members from all the law enforcement agencies present. to give support to the campaign. So I think this year it's about doing the operations jointly, and the challenge is over the festive period is that the volume, which is a problem, because there are a lot more vehicles on the road, a lot more people going on holiday, a lot more people going to visit friends and family in the other provinces. So they all drive on the national roads, and then coupled to that is speed, reckless driving, and also alcohol. We're still finding people taking a chance to drive after they've consumed alcohol.
Well, let's talk about that, Wayne, in terms of drunk driving. What sort of sentences can people who are caught expect?
Look, the courts do determine a sentence or fine. However, if it's more serious, obviously, then the sentence would be stiffer, or a fine. But really, it is up to the courts. The officers who, when they find or come across a drunken driver, they do a breathalyzer test, and then in Johannesburg we use the EBAT system, where the printout is then attached to the docket with the individual's level of alcohol on it, and then the courts take a decision. I know also that the blood samples get used in other provinces. So then the courts can come to a decision on what kind of penalty or what kind of sentence should be given to a drunken driver.
Look, drinking and driving is no doubt a perennial problem. How do we get South Africans to reconsider their drinking habits, especially when driving?
Yes. Since the launch of the festive operations in Johannesburg on the 2nd of December, 86 drunken drivers have been arrested. And that's just over a period of 2 weeks. So that's a high number of individuals already arrested for drunken driving. So what we really want to encourage drivers to do is that if they're going to have a party, or they're going to be celebrating over the festive period, and they're going to be consuming alcohol, really make alternative arrangement or take a cab, because there definitely will be roadside check operations, there definitely will be roadblocks, and there will definitely be officers on duty to test drivers on the breathalyzers.
Yeah. What sort of traffic volumes are we expecting this weekend, Wayne? When are the peak times?
We're expecting volumes to pick up this weekend, and then to increase by next week, particularly on the N1 going towards Limpopo. The N3 KZN route also gets very busy. We're expecting also high volumes going on the N4 and then also the N12 towards Northwest and the Northern Cape.
All right, so let's leave it there. J.M.P.D Spokesperson, Chief Superintendent Wayne Minnaar. Wayne giving us some salient advice with regards to stopping every 2 hours on your long journey or every 200 kilometers, and having maybe an energy drink, let it be dotted energy drink in terms of your trip. So I guess what he's trying to get through to us is plan your trip, and obviously check your vehicle in terms of if it is indeed roadworthy. You can still continue to send us your thoughts at the agenda_SABC in terms of your advice on how to stay safe on our roads this festive season.